In Islam, Friday prayer or congregational prayer is a prayer that Muslims hold every Friday afternoon instead of the Zuhr prayer. Muslims ordinarily pray 5 times each day according to the sun's sky path regardless of time zones. Jummah means Friday in the Arabic language. In many Muslim countries, the weekend is inclusive of Fridays, while in others, Fridays are half days for schools and some workplaces. It is one of the most exalted Islamic rituals and one of its confirmed obligatory acts. There is consensus among Muslims regarding the Friday prayer being wajib in accordance with the Quranic verse, as well as the many traditions narrated both by Shia and Sunni sources. According to the majority of Sunni schools and some Shiite jurists, Friday prayer is a religious obligation, but their differences were based on whether its obligation is conditional to the presence of the ruler or his deputy in it or if it is wajib unconditionally. The Hanafis and the Imams believe that the presence of the ruler or his deputy is necessary. The Friday prayer is not obligatory if neither of them is present. The Imamis require the ruler to be just, otherwise his presence is equal to his absence. To the Hanafis, his presence is sufficient even if he is not just the Shafi'is. Malikis and Hanbalis attach no significance to the presence of the ruler. Moreover, it has been stated that Jummah is not obligatory for old men, children, women, slaves, travelers, the sick, blind and disabled, as well as those who are outside the limit of 2 farsakhs. It is mentioned in the Quran, "O you who have faith, when the call is made for prayer on Friday, hurry toward the remembrance of God, and leave all business, that is better for you, should you know. And when the prayer is finished, disperse through the land and seek God's grace, and remember God greatly so that you may be successful." Narrated Abu Huraira, the Prophet said, "On every Friday the angels take their stand at every gate of the mosques to write the names of the people chronologically in Surah 88. In Eid prayers and also in Friday prayers. If one of the festivals fell on a Friday, Muhammad would have made sure to read these 2 surahs in the prayers." Muhammad is quoted as saying, "The best day the sun rises over is Friday. On it Allah created Adam. On it, he was made to enter paradise. On it he was expelled from it. And the last hour will take place on no other day than Friday." Ibn Aws narrated that Muhammad said, "Whoever performs ghusl on Friday and causes to do ghusl, then goes early to the mosque and attends from the beginning of the khutbah and draws near to the Imam and listens to him attentively, Allah will give him the full reward of fasting all the days of a year and observing night vigil on each of its nights for every step that he took towards the mosque." There are many hadiths reported on the significance of Jummah. The Prophet has been reported saying, "The Jummah prayer is half the Zuhr, and followed by a congregational prayer, led by the Imam. In most cases the Khatib also serves as the Imam." Attendance is strictly incumbent upon all adult males who are legal residents of the locality. The Muezzin makes the call to prayer, called the Adhan, usually 15 to 20 minutes prior to the start of Jummah. When the Khatib takes his place on the minbar, a second Adhan is made. The Khatib is supposed to deliver 2 sermons, stopping and sitting briefly between them. In practice, the first sermon is longer and contains most of the content. The second sermon is very brief and concludes with a dua, after which the Muezzin calls the Iqamah. This signals the start of the main 2 rakah prayer of Jummah. In Shia Islam, Salat al-Jummah is wajib takhiri, which means that we have an option to offer Jummah prayers, if its necessary conditions are fulfilled, or to offer Zuhr prayers. Hence, if Salat al-Jummah is offered then it is not necessary to offer Zuhr prayer. It is also recommended by Shiite scholars to attend Jummah as it will become wajib after the appearance of Imam al-Mahdi and Jesus Christ. Shiite attach high significance to the presence of a just ruler or his representative or faqih and, in the absence of a just ruler or his representative and a just faqih, there exists an option between performing either the Friday or the Zuhr prayer, although preference lies with the performance of Friday prayer. According to the history of Islam and the report from Abdullah bin Abbas narrated from the Prophet, saying that, The permission to perform the Friday prayer was given by Allah before Hijrah. But the people were unable to congregate and perform it. The Prophet wrote a note to Musab bin Umair, who represented the Prophet in Medina, to pray 2 rakat in congregation on Friday. Then, after the migration of the Prophet to Medina, the Jummah was held by him. For Shiites, historically, their clergy discouraged Shiites from attending Friday prayers. According to them,